I can do that. Work, work.
Reset the
All
score.
right. So if chat was paying good attention to those games so far, they will know that against his previous Night Elven opponent, AJK. Wow, shit, what was his name? Not AJK.
AKJ? Something like that. They will know who are you talking about. Don't worry.
Yes. So he basically played Tinker 1 base with mass gargoyles and then just lamed, harassed, cheesed, whatever you want to call it, his way to victory. And Sonik, of course, no offense to AJK, AJK is a strong Night Elf, but Sonik is amongst the best that we have in Europe.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And he now should know, of course, what Sheik has to offer because he was probably watching some of the games too. Is he going to fall for it?
Do you think he's aware of what happened while he was playing his own games? It could be a surprise.
I think so because he was much faster.
Yeah, okay. He had some time
Maybe.
to catch up.
And the thing is also, I think Lado would have been very happy about this choice of maps too because against AJK, it was always large maps, you know, like Concealed Hill, Northern Isles. But here, Echo, that is one of the smallest maps, so Gargoyle Harass will be infinitely harder to pull off.
That's certainly true. So, the chat is already asking why is Sheik always building the altar so early? He has, like, now we can't see how much time is left because nobody's at the tavern, but his altar is really early, that's right.
Yeah, he's done it every time. Maybe it's just... Maybe I can see, like, if he wants to go ghouls, it doesn't matter because a change of build order with ghouls, where you normally have a little bit of gold left over anyways, is not going to make a big difference. You know, if he builds the shop first or the altar first, the result is always going to be the same.
Yeah. How much? Yeah, we still got like 5 seconds for the altar picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we see Tinker again, or?
I mean, unless he has a special surprise, I think the Tinker is a very good... he was waiting until Sonik showed his hand. Now, in true Sheik fashion, he's sending the Acolyte away, getting bullied away. I'm not sure if that is on purpose, by the way, because that Acolyte is going to die.
Yeah. That didn't work out for sure. Like, he needs a hero.
Wow, that is really interesting. And he doesn't even send a ghoul. He doesn't even send another Acolyte. And so he's going to be stuck without a hero for quite some time.
He's just playing with
he's doing the same thing again. Look at this backpack in the Necropolis.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing again, and then he's gonna run with a Rod of Necromancy and a skull. That's so cool, actually. That's really nice.
Yeah, I think Sonik will pose a much greater threat to him for sure. As soon as experience. He's going for a fast expansion, huh?
Yeah, the tree is there, and he's building it straight up. I don't think there's any way for Sheik to stop this,
he doesn't even have
especially with level 2.
Yeah, Tinker. Yeah, I'm not sure about Tinker on Echo Isle. You really need a big map for this strat to work, right? But I think there's just no other alternative for him. I think he thinks that this is the only thing he can play against Night Elf.
I guess it's also nice if he plays it here just to see, like, just to get a grip on his opponent and to feel like how well does Sonik play against this. And if he gets crushed utterly, he could be like, I may not want to try this again. You know, and like he said, actually, Sheik admitted against AJK, he said at the end, what else can I play, you know?
Yeah, he said that, right. We will see. Maybe he will
a player's forces are under attack.
Like but I think Sonik is the big favorite in this matchup for sure.
100%. And man, look how much of a happy cat Lado would have been in this game. Ultra Vision is already developed for Sonik, so all these beautiful Night Elven upgrades or you know, tech trees he's already going for. I think Lado would have loved that. Nice detonate against the Skellies.
Yeah.
Man, this harass is shut down so hard. True, the tree was cancelled, but who cares? The first couple of Huntresses are on the way, and they're gonna demolish those ghouls. But the real game begins now, Taker, with 2 crypts and gargoyles coming out soon.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, and actually on this map, you don't really have to worry about being in too many spots at the same time. But I think that's playing into the other fans because he doesn't have to worry about defending too many locations.
Mm-hmm.
And how Like last game, he had 3 crypts with the fast expansion, right? So this time he will probably not get up the fast expansion. He's killing the raccoon now with his acolyte. Why not?
Yeah.
But let's see if he's gonna fast. Like, will he take this expansion now? He can't really hold that, right?
A player's forces are
No, I think he wants the item and the XP because level 2, he hasn't gotten a single unit so far. You know, Sheik's Tinker is basically naked, butt naked, like he just came out of the factory.
He's jealous.
Oh, he's very jelly of that Beastmaster. So here we go. But that's the thing, like Sonic, he's actually building quite a number of Huntresses, and these will naturally get countered hardcore by the Gargoyles.
Yeah.
So a little bit concerned for because Sonic should know. And his tier 2 is only coming in now. He's hidden his tree of life this time on a different angle.
That's actually quite nice because if you come from the shop, you won't see that in the night, at least. In the day,
True.
you won't see it.
True.
Oh, this might be a creep track now. Tinker lining up with his pocket factory. Super nice to creep
Yep.
with. Oh, I love the wisps. They're really on top. Another perfect element here.
No more skellies, no more mana for the Tinker, and this is the perfect opportunity for Sonic to say, hello, I'm gonna gank you here, I'm gonna creepjack you and take all your stuff. I won't reach the wizard, the Renegade Wizard, sadly, but I'm gonna take some of those ghouls, yep.
Yeah, that was the perfect creep track. He only lost 2 ghouls. That could have been worse for Sheik, actually. There, he saved the other 2 ghouls. And he got the big creep and the item. So it was not a complete disaster. Oh, he killed another archer,
A
actually.
player's forces are
That's worse.
Yeah, actually it wasn't that bad for Sheik. He got the item, got a little bit of XP, you know, a couple of units, but we don't see a bear this time around, by the way. We still see the hawk. And the hawk right now is unrivaled as long as there's no gargoyles, which, by the way, are coming as we speak. And what is Sonic's response to this? Expansion is almost done. He has 1 AOW, and he's now building more archers with improved bows coming in.
forces are under attack.
Yeah, one difference here between the Night Elves is that Sonic didn't go for the level 2 Quill Beast, so he's choosing level 2 Hawk. And they're not doing much against the gargoyles at all. The Quill Beast would be much better to defend against those. So yeah, maybe she can pull this off. Oh, look at the teleport step. It did not work out because the Hawk killed the ghoul on the left side.
Ah, that's so sick.
That was pretty close. And we all know how the the Tinker scales in the late game. You always kind of laugh about him, and then you're like, oh wait, he's actually destroying
A
the
player's
base.
forces are under attack.
They pick there.
I love how the hawk, by the way, in the base of Sonic is just hiding these gargoyles, and I love how he's building an early AP.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think the AP is going to see the light of day because the guards are already here to interrupt. Has some archers to defend though and deal a little bit of damage. So, oh, he didn't cancel. Oh yes, he canceled.
Yeah, and the Hawk, he's just like, if he doesn't kite him and if he doesn't pay attention to it, he's dying so fast, and that's giving extra experience. So I think the Quill Beast level 2 is actually a better choice in this situation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what value did the Hawk really get so far? He killed that one ghoul, true. That's it. But I agree. Like, the Quill Beast would have been so good now to defend. You know, you just summon a Quill Beast, leave it at base, and then make sure these guards can't do nothing.
I think he didn't see it in time, right? I think he got level 3 before he saw the Gargoyle rest. Maybe he would have skilled it. Yeah.
He's got it now anyways for level 4.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so the AP has finished almost in the base of Sonic. Ooh, now these gargoyles are going all in on this AP. It doesn't get cancelled. He's pulling all the wisps to repair it. Says this building shall not fall. He's pulling literally all the wisps here, and this is nice. Gets 2 wisps, but I think this AP is a big hold. And he does have enough lumber in his pockets anyway, so he won't be broke on lumber. And this expansion is starting to stand as well. Great. Sonic's looking fine.
He's also making a good job with his Quill Beast here, making sure that there's no expansion coming up. Killing the Acolyte as it comes in.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, I think the Quill Beast, he should always leave 1 or 2 at home. If he has enough mana to cast them all the time.
Tinker has enough mana for our next pocket factory now. Let's see how he's going to use that one. It looks like he wants to focus on the expansion now instead. Too many archers in the main. All coming
There's
down.
absolutely nothing to defend here. Our Huntresses can fire up. Instead, they're getting sniped one by one by these gargoyles. Doesn't even try to micro them, Sonik. That is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, could have saved them because he could not follow with the Gargs. They're quite red. Does he have like Stormform research already? He's only at 26 supply actually.
Taker, look at this! For the first time we see Ancient of Winds being built. Lado didn't like it. I don't like it because I think Gargs already have superior numbers. But Sonik says, I'm gonna build hippos against you, man.
Yeah, let's see how that turns out. Oh, look at the fight. Tinker against the Hunt in the middle. Now the Hunt is running away. She doesn't want to die like her sisters.
Yeah, he's got the bigger economy, that is. Maybe he thinks he can crank out the numbers, the hippo numbers out faster than the gargoyles. And admittedly, those gargoyles, some of them are close to dying. So he could maybe get some easy snipes going.
I'm not sure why he's saving up so much money. He's like at 1,000 gold. He could have pumped some more gargoyles. I think he kind of stopped the production at some point.
Yeah, he's building them now. He's going tier 3. Gargoyle attack upgrade 2. He's doing a lot of things at the same time now, which is nice. The Ancients of Winds have finished, but the gargoyles might be able to snipe one if he doesn't repair it.
He doesn't know what to focus between the Hunts and the Ancient of Wind.
Yeah. I guess the Ancient of Wind, that's big. Builds another one immediately, but the first couple of hippos will come out. Of course, we all know what archers can do on hippos. You know, they can jump up if they want to turn into mounted archers, but hippo archers. But they're pretty weak. They can be used aggressively to maybe snipe the acolytes at the Haunted Gold Mine. But for straight up battles, I think he should go back to normal archers and normal hippos.
Yeah, I would like to see tier 3 Frenzy Ghouls coming in to counter the archers now. He's tier 3 now.
Players' forces are under attack.
Dude, nice snipe with that hawk on the red gargoyle.
Didn't see that. Oh, he's sniping another one. 2 gargoyles down now.
Nice.
Oh, that statue is so important now.
And this time, I mean, Sheik knows who he's facing right now. It's Sonik, man, the mad Ukrainian with crazy aggression coming in. So he actually built a spirit tower aggressively too. Great tower positioning.
He's also patiently staying... he's actually at 51. I was just about to say that he's so good at staying at 50 supply to get more income, but now he's at 51. He starts pumping these hippo riders out.
Yeah, Sonik wants to break into higher numbers, 70 supply. Like that's the kind of stuff he wants to do. And AJK in the previous games, he couldn't never really go into high upkeep because his base was demolished and he didn't have enough lumber. So Sonik in this regard is looking way safer and way more stable.
He might lose the gold mine. Oh no, he's focusing on the tree. That takes much longer actually.
Keep in mind what we said earlier too, Taker, right? This map already is so much more comfortable to defend, isn't it?
Yeah. It's actually so you can move between your expansion remains so quickly. In the other maps, it was ages away, especially in the district. Well, now you can kill off this wisp while I try to repair. It's so much damage, as Lado pointed out earlier with these goblin things exploding. He's actually killing the tree.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna get the expansion. I didn't think he would be able to get it. I'm also not sure why he detonated all those wisps so prematurely.
And he's gonna get the air units as well, because he doesn't have enough units yet.
Yeah. Ooh, level 5 for the Beastmaster, by the way, that's no joke. Is he going Hawk level 3 or Quillbeast? Has to be Quillbeast, though. They're so much better.
It's Hawk level 3, actually. He likes the Hawk. The invisible Hawk now. Oh,
dude, Sonik is playing so risky with those hippos, sending them in 1 into 7.
Yeah, and he's gonna lose another one probably. As soon as that hippo, now he can save his life at the Moonwells. And gotta love these Moonwells as Night Elf, huh? So
definitely true. And those Garks, man, they are 2-1 upgrades, whereas the hippos are only 1-0. So
that expansion kill was so big. Now he's connect. Oh well, he's not trying to expand himself. I guess he needs to get these Gark numbers up now.
Yeah.
Quickly.
it's kind of nice to see how Sonik keeps Sheik busy rather than the other way around. You know, in those previous games against AJK, it was always Sheik forcing a reaction. This time, Sonik is pro-reactive. You know, he's sending out these hippos to actively hunt down the Gargs. He's moving around more aggressively with his Beastmaster to level 5, so strong. And I also like this map over the other maps that we've seen before because the Tinker doesn't have that many creep spots, you know? So you can't just get items, XP. He's basically dunzos. He can't really get anything else other than the creep camps that he already has.
He will get level 5 if he creeps that one, but the Hawk is scouting it already.
Yeah.
He's going to be taken out really fast by the Gargoyles, though.
And he's invisible, so nice.
I think the hippos are already too high in numbers now.
Yeah.
The town is under siege.
Mana potion. Big mana potion.
Panda coming in now. Second hero online for Sonik. Of course, we know what a Panda can do after watching last games.
Oh my God.
And against Gargs, of course, I don't think he's going to go for crit. You know, I think he's going to go for the good old make him drunk and then set him on fire.
That's what we all love to do, right? It sounds like such a fun thing to do.
Yeah. I prefer to be on fire rather than to get set on fire.
Yeah. Or just being drunk. That's fine as well.
That's fine too.
Always works. Oh, the hunt is actually killing the acolyte again, but in return she will probably die. That's a lot of experience for the Tinker. We'll get close to level 5. Oh, that's actually level 5 for him. He's got an orb of venom. Sorry, corruption. That's the first. We never see this before.
That's the first time, yeah.
The town is under siege.
And he's such a speedy boy as well. It always amazes me to see the Tinker so fast. Dude, okay, this is actually so smart, the level 3 Hawk, because he deals bonus damage onto the Pocket Factory with magic damage against heavy armor. That's something I haven't even thought of before. So cool.
Oh, good point. Still, as soon as the Gargs are around, he will be gone in seconds.
True.
But he can basically hide himself, and I think it's enough to keep him alive. If he gets attacked and then he's just stopped attacking and he's going back into invisible mode.
Yeah.
With another hunt there.
Yeah.
Beastmaster's quite low, so a lot of
Players' forces are under attack.
to drink from.
I was gonna say, like, where have all the archers gone? But they're creeping with a Pandaren on the other side of the map.
And that's such a good decision as well to get this Panda up as high as he can. There's not many creeps left. You got the orange turtle spots on the left and right.
The town is under siege.
And that's pretty much it, right? Ah, and we got the Murlocs as well.
Yep.
On Sonic's side of the map.
Okay, so a lot of hippos out in the open. And there's actually a sick air battle going down, but the Gargoyles are winning this hardcore, dude! Shift clicking from one to the other, and Sonik for a split second. He wasn't paying attention, he was probably looking at the Tinker and tried to maybe kill him, but man, that is a huge chunk of his air army just evaporated.
That's where I was paying my attention as well, because that was a kind of a close fight as well. I didn't even notice that. It's so good to have a co-caster as well who spot like things that you can't spot. Oh wow! So what's the experience level on the Tinker now? Nearly 6 actually, 5.5.
Yeah, I don't want to know how much experience he got from all those hippos. He killed at least 4, maybe even 5. That was crazy.
Did you see the fight between the Tinker and the Beastmaster?
I saw the rest of it.
That was so close as well. The Panda's getting level 3 on this spot here.
Let's see, how much gold is left in the main base? 2-4 and 2-2. It's not that much time left for the players to make something happen.
Sheik is trying to expand again. All these gargoyles are parked.
Yeah.
And that Tinker. Oh man, he's so fast. It's crazy. Thanks to the passive. Picking up some more tombs that were left behind here.
It's also so funny how with the removal of the normal class heroes or the normal race heroes, so much CC is gone, right? Especially for Night Elves. You could have gone Keeper and then maybe entangle that guy. He runs around all the time. You could have gone Demon Hunter to just zap the mana away all the time. But without these crippling factors, it feels like the Tinker can do whatever he wants to.
And he's level 6 now, thanks to the
Oh my god. Doing it again, Sheik pulling out the big tanks, yo.
Oh, he's portaling into the Archer army. I'm not sure if he can win that fight though.
Let's see. I mean, he deals tons of damage onto those archers. Hits them one, hits them two. But
really
yeah,
low
like
on
you said,
health,
he's dangerously low on health now.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't fight the hippos and the archers at the same time, right? That's a no-go.
Yeah. Eventually, though, if you just keep check of the Tinker all the time and make him buy all these regenerative items like a healing pot and stuff like that, it's going to drain the finances of Sheik so hard. And that is, I think, one of the reasons why he has accumulated such a big bank.
Yeah.
1,700 gold right now. He knows that he needs it later. By the way, look at these hippos chasing down the gargoyles.
Oh, there's actually 2 groups of gargoyles now. Okay, they had enough. They need a rest. Oh, no.
Hippos are 1-1 right now in terms of upgrades, so that's pretty good.
So many hippos now.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he's banking so much gold. And the Panda is creeping towards level 4 now. Turtle.
Oh yeah, I think the turtle might actually just... Yeah, the turtle's going to give him level 4, and then that guy can literally just single-handedly win against the guards.
Yeah.
One good combo.
Oh my god, he got a pendant of energy as well.
So good. Speaking of good items, though, look at the inventory for the Tinker. Plus 29 damage right now, 2 claws, Orb of Corruption.
2+9 claws actually. Holy,
Yeah.
didn't notice that. I thought one of them was a +6. That is a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I gotta agree. I think the moment the Beastmaster hits level 6, this is a whole different ballgame. You know, then the Stampede, just right-click into the base with the Stampede and just watch those buildings go down. Speaking of buildings go down, though, man, Sheik is doing it again, going for Moonwell after Moonwell after Moonwell. Ay.
It's literally just like 5 hits. Not 3 hits like Lado said, but I think 5 hits.
So many Moonwells now down, and Sonic is supply stuck on 59 versus 50.
So apparently he sold the +6 and bought the +9. So he actually spent 400 gold on getting these claws +9.
Smart. Okay.
Well, he got like 75% from the +6. That's an investment. Is he gonna get the tree?
I can't see the tree fall here. Oh, maybe actually with those little goblins.
Oh, it's so close.
Nah, he's gonna defend it.
A player's forces
He's
are
just
under
running
attack.
away.
Play some Benny Hill theme here.
The panda is nearly level 5. If he creeps the other turtles, the last remaining creep spot on the left side, where the Tinker's TPing out now, or teleporting out, then he will get level 5.
Okay, Stampede is ready.
Oh, the panda might kill the
Panda, by the way.
Tinker.
Oh, Panda on the Tinker!
No,
Gets
not
one
enough.
attack in, 1 breath of fire, but that's it. And he's not falling for the bait, you know, he's not falling for it.
The Tinker got aggressive. He was just following him and hitting him hard, and I was like, shit, I should go back.
Okay, so when are we finally going to see Stampede in all of its glory? The
Yeah,
Beastmaster is reuniting himself with the rest of his army, and I think it's time to get those Thunder Lizards out.
Yeah, oh, come on, let's do it. I was waiting for that in the last game already.
Yeah, I mean, with 1 Stampede, he would get the Crypt, the Altar of Darkness, and the Sacrificial Pick immediately,
Yeah,
right?
this will be perfect. He's just going in now. Let's do it! There we go!
Here they come! The lizards are on the loose!
Oh my god.
The Beastmaster says, you know what, Tinker, you think you can damage buildings? I'm gonna show you how it's done properly. Hits the entire base.
It's such a cool ultimate actually. And Sheik is just abandoning. He's just running away with everything that can move. Except for the statue on the top there. And it lasts forever, right? It's like a minute or so.
I think so, yeah.
Abandoned ship.
I don't think there's a single ability in the game that's better at sieging than Stampede.
Maybe
Not sure.
Volcano.
Death and Decay?
Volcano?
Volcano. Okay, Volcano's actually sick. I totally forgot about that.
Or Earthquake from the Farseer.
But that one doesn't have as big of a radius, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
And Farseer dies very quickly too.
So good to see the ultimate.
Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? Make Sheik taste his own medicine. How does it taste to lose buildings like that, huh?
A player's forces are under
Hey,
attack.
the Muslim with a raid. Thank you, Ben. How are you doing?
Thanks a lot, dude.
Next time I want to see you in the cup now. But I have a feeling this game is still not over. That Tinker, for some reason, it's just so good. He's gonna kill that expansion now. Look at it. There's Wisp to repair, but they're gonna be exploding with the goblins.
Yep.
Can't repair against it. And if he can get his own expansion up, if he gets like 3 towers in there now, he's still very low. Oh shit! You know what? I just looked at his supply count. He got 10 supply. Okay.
It's literally the hero. It's a one-man show.
I'm not sure if Tinker only can actually do that against 53. And look at the gold bank from Sonik now.
Yeah, I think Sonic's got this in the bank, really. I mean, the Tinker is so low in HP, and all he needs to do right now is just let the Beastmaster chase him down.
He's
Dude,
always
look at the
low on
damage
HP.
on that IOW. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Under attack.
it's like 3
A
hits.
town is
But
under
the Tinker, I've never seen him in full HP in all the games that we've seen today. He was
Yeah.
always red or orange.
Yeah. And now you have Pandaren, Breath of Fire, you have Stampede when that is back on cooldown or off cooldown, 30 seconds left. And I think then he's just going to demolish the expansion attempt coming in from Sheik
But
here,
wait,
really.
what if he kills all the buildings? There's not much left for Sonic. But where is
Yep.
A
Wisp?
player's forces
He
are
doesn't
under
have any
attack.
Wisp around. Just the ones in his main.
Yeah.
But he's,
I mean, that is really the only ticket to for Sheik to win, you know? His towers are going to die.
A town is
But
under
he
siege.
can't really use the Beastmaster anymore, who's also really low on mana, so Beastmaster is just on tank hunting duty. Oh, the Tree of Eternity coming top, bottom right.
by the way, the archers are on the Hippogriff Riders now dealing
Oh,
with
yeah.
damage to the ground. Yeah, I don't see how that 8 supply now from Sheik can turn this game around. By the way, everyone who came from the Muslim streams, we had some
player's
crazy
forces
games
are
today.
under attack.
The last one, Kivikaki against
Town
Sheik.
is under siege.
We saw a level 10 Alchemist against a level 9 Panda.
Yep.
That was my favorite game, and we had a few crazy games already. Especially with
Doesn't
this
really
Tinker
get
guy.
any better than this, you know? Watching a freaking level 10 Alchemist just transmuting stuff left and right, and then you see a Panda going crazy with his Elemental Fury
Look at that
of
Tinker.
his ulti.
He's just driving around the forest, and the Beastmaster can't keep up with him. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Trying to chase a tank with on your own feet.
We got a base
Not
race,
that easy.
but Sonic has so much gold. He can just randomly build moonwells everywhere.
I'm actually amazed that Sheik doesn't leave the game because he's had so many of those long games now, and he could have just been like, yeah, okay, screw it. I'm gonna play a bigger map next, and I'm just gonna save my energy. No, he's committed to play this tank one-man show until the bitter end.
Yeah, he must be so tired actually. And he can't really build anything with his Acolyte. He doesn't have enough mana for
Yeah.
anything that can't be built on Flight. Oh, he's Tinker, 27 HP. Oh, he does not leave games early, man. He waits to the very
The
end.
Hippo Riders are maneuvered properly, then he can actually
Town is
cut off the
under
flight
siege.
path a little
Player's
bit.
forces
But
are under attack.
have we ever seen the Tinker while in tank form die in today?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
He's being chased by these Hippogriff Riders like crazy. But he's just not giving up. It's crazy. He got 100 HP. He's probably gonna sell. Ah, he sold the TP. So now, wait, did his Acolyte die? Yeah, he bought a big a health potion. It's not
Got
gonna
to
be enough,
restock
man.
on gas, you know? Just a short gas station tank.
It's not gonna be enough to kill all these
Town is
people.
under siege.
Zack. One hit.
I think what Sonic needs to do is just split his Hippo Riders and try to attack from 2 sides.
Yeah, surround him.
Yeah, to keep him low.
Tinker, man, look
God.
at the damage.
It's so much damage, but it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It's just barely not enough.
He got 6 supply.
He could also use the Pandaren now, but the Pandaren is basically busy dealing damage to the undead base himself, you know. Totally forgot about that
this
little
might be the
bugger,
end.
but
No, 6
Town
HP.
is under siege.
he shouldn't get too close to the Tree of Eternity now.
TP. That's it. No, can't reach. Oh.
Oh, what are the Riders doing? Oh,
GG.
got him.
All right.
A player's forces are under attack.
I can do
We
that.
still got a few more maps, so
Work.
I'm glad that he's not like randomly moving from left to right to the very end there. Woo.
Sheik, you're testing our stamina, my friend.
Yeah. Maybe he just has like a fetish, you know? He really likes long games.
Or maybe he just likes to torture casters.
Yeah. And viewers.
That's his fetish.
Oh. Alrighty. I guess we can jump straight into the next game, unless he needs a break.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. We're not giving Sheik any breaks. He doesn't give us any breaks either.
True.
No, I think it's really cool to see though how Sonik basically applied everything we mentioned earlier on the broadcast. Smaller
True.
map, more flexible, and you know he added some hippos, which I think was really cool to watch. Because you basically force the gargoyles into the defense. You know, when you just have a squad of angry hippos chase after them. So I think that was a really cool approach.
Lado would have been proud of him for sure. So proud. All right. So for everyone who just joined in, maybe just a little recap. We're playing the Tavern Brawl Cup here. I'm going to show you that quickly.
While you do that, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, sure. It's your 5th break, man.
My baby bladder, dude.
So this is basically my first cup that I'm organizing on my own. It's kind of a fun cup, so we can only use Tavern Heroes. That's why you see so many Tavern Heroes. And my goal was to reach $100. I actually reached $200, so I have like $100 as a startup for the next cup already. And maybe we can reach a higher price pool and attract even more people, because I think for the first cup was already quite nice. We had like 56 people or so, 55 people, and as you can see, we had quite a good lineup actually here. Sonic, the game against Agent we unfortunately did not see because it would have been a bit too much time-wise. We had a few long games with Sheik here. He really likes his Tinker play. And that's one thing we were really surprised about, because everyone told me that Undeads won't have a chance. It will all be Night Elves. But he actually defeated quite a lot of good people. We had Demon, Bizarre, HAK, we casted that game. Then he won 2-0 against Kivikaki, who I was rooting for to get to the final because I'm Orc, and I would have loved to see him playing in the final. And that's how we got to this point. I think we will have the next game match now, the next game name. We're already in the game. Kendrick is in the game as well. I think we can go then. So it's a best of 5 now for the final. It's 1-0 for Sonic. Welcome back.
Thank you. Did I miss anything?
No.
Sheik says, I definitely lost some brain cells today.
It would be nice to have Sonic in the interview afterwards. I would appreciate that. All right, next game starting.
I can do that.
Beautiful. Terna Stand, man. Oof. Man, that's a sick map actually if you want to play gargoyles.
Yeah.
A lot of angles you can attack from over the river. Ooh.
You love it, right? I can hear it in your voice.
Not sure if I do. If I saw it for the first time, I would be like, "Oh, this is amazing!" But I mean, we can't blame Sheik either, though, because his means are a little bit limited without DK aura. So
yeah,
I would just love to see, like we said earlier, maybe a Tower Rush Pit Lord attempt or something like that.
So what could we do to like for the undeads? You know, maybe we can allow them to get the Death Knight. No, that would be unfair as well.
We can maybe add a rule at some point saying stuff like first hero has to be neutral, and you can only have one normal hero in the mix. So if you go 3 heroes, you have to have 2 neutrals and 1. And first hero always has to be neutral.
I like that idea actually. Yeah, we can brainstorm. I was actually asking the chat when does the next cup come and is it a special cup again? So I had like ideas for serious cups as well, but I wanted to have a sponsor and like a couple of $1,000 prize money for that. But sadly, because of the Corona situation, the sponsor kind of pulled out.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool. It was like a manufacturer for a gaming hardware, and they're not even announced yet. Like they're brand new, and now they're kind of delaying their launch. And they were looking for like some, you know, basically someone who doesn't have a huge audience yet and who doesn't want to be paid, you know? So somebody where you can kind of help each other out, and it would have been perfect, but we have to wait a little bit longer for that.
Do they already have a web presence? So can we tell the name of the company, or are they still like top secret?
Yeah, I think they might have something, but very basic. It's just like I would have to check it up, but maybe it's not going to work out. So I think I'll not mention it here. But I was basically working on it. Oh, Dark Ranger!
Ooh! We see Panda first. No more tank turbo mode. And we see indeed the Dark Ranger, my lady. She's here now, and look at how she's getting touched by that Pandaren butt, dude.
Yeah, I knew that we would see it, that Sonic would play the Dark Ranger. I was so sure about it. But just
and she's chasing down that Echo, by the way, relentlessly. She wants that Skelly.
Oh, yeah, you can't get it. So just to finish the thought, that didn't work out, so I decided to kind of do these fun cups that are crowdfunded, and I think for the next one I will go with a different idea, maybe the 3-on-3 cup. I have some other ideas, but I'll certainly take a few weeks of break, and for the next one I want to make sure that I don't have the sound issue. I need to figure out how that works, or find another program to have you guys on the video chat, because that's really important for me as well. I want to see the casters. But yeah, I will make sure that this is fixed for the next version of the cup, and hopefully, like the internet problems, it's just a bad timing now. I never had internet problems here before, so I'm very sorry for all of that. I hope it will work out now that it gets a bit later and less people are using the internet. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. And I think already, you know, the first time is always a little bit wonky if you do a new project like this. So I think given the fact that it's new and the first time, I think it's already running super smooth. Like, admins, top notch. Oh, surround, by the way, in the Dark Ranger. She can't get out of that trap. Has to use the TP, and this is great for Sheik, who once again tries to go for an early expansion. Ay.
This is amazing for him, actually. He's not giving up just yet. And like, he's abandoning his Tinker, right? It's quite a historic moment of today. Sheik without the Tinker. Oh, look at the lightning shield. What happened there? Did you see if he denied anything? No,
sorry, what do you mean?
He was lightning, the lightning shield creep happened at the same time.
Ah, yes, I think he got everything because of the level up. He leveled up while surrounded, so I think he didn't make any mistakes there. He also got a nice item, Great Amana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Panda has to be careful, because he's slow. He can't move away so quickly with the lightning, but he's managing it perfectly.
Yeah.
Making sure he's...
What did he find? One of mana stealing. Meh. Not that great. But yeah, I think it's a great idea, actually, what you said, Taker. Like, instead of making this a Tavern Brawl only format, you can just come up with a different plan.
Yeah.
Or a different concept every time. You know?
Yeah, maybe have like one cup a month or so, you know, not weekly. I won't have the time for that. Maybe once a month or twice, every second month, and then have like 2 or 3 different formats and alternate them, so it's not always the same.
Yep.
Because we have plenty of standard rules cups already, right? There's no point.
Yeah, we can have an FFA tournament. That was actually another nice idea, dude. Okay, level 3 Panda. Someone was creeping in his absence, yes, and it was the Skellies and the Ghouls.
And Dark Ranger is also level 3 already. What did she steal actually? Dark Arrow level 2.
Yeah, plus the claws on her. It's actually pretty good damage to keep the Pandaren at bay.
Yeah, it's
looking
a
pretty sweet.
They should have a different icon, you know, for the +6, +9, and +12. Make it look a bit different, maybe. Like, You know, like a fourth blade and then a fifth blade in the picture.
Yeah,
cool.
different colors or bloodier. You know, the more damage it deals, the bloodier it is.
The icons in Reforged also look so. Let's stop bashing Reforged, right? Sorry for bringing it up again.
It's already on the floor. It's on the ground.
Yeah.
No need to kick it. That's what I keep telling people. You know, when there is someone complaining these days, like it's like beating a dead horse. Everybody knows about it. Nothing we can change, sadly. Hey, by the way, another Panda in the mix. I was like, wait a minute, am I drunk? Do I see double? No, but Sonik got his own Pandaren.
Oh yeah. It's a bit behind now. It would be nice to see Panda Ultimate again. It's so like, you need to have such a good control with that. Let's finish that out later. We have a quick check here. With a level 2 breath of fire. We can actually kill him. No, we can't kill it. The other Panda's forcing the way. Nicely done here.
Oh, the Ancient of War died though to the Renegade Wizard and the creeps.
And he's gonna lose an archer probably. One more hit.
Oof.
No. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, Sonik taking quite some damage here actually, and once again Sheik, I don't know, every game he goes single hero plus boots. He's just the master of hero control at this point. And
we're probably gonna see gargoyles again, 3 crits this time because he has an expansion.
Mm-hmm.
His expansion is running before Sonic's. That's quite rare for this matchup, right?
100%. Undead's having an expansion before the Night Elf player is indeed pretty rare. But he was just creeping it so fast, and he was he's also securing it quite nicely, by the way, with double Nerub.
Oh.
Let's see if he's paying attention to the priest.
Did you notice Sonik has 3 Ancient of Lores up already before the expansion is running? That's quite ambitious. How does he spend, like, where does he get the money from right now to produce with 3 Ancient of Lores?
And most importantly, what does... Oh no, his Dark Ranger gets surrounded again. She's dead.
Ah, she's hiding with a cloak.
She's hiding with a cloak, but
a player's forces are under
she can only stay there for so long, and I think nighttime will be... No, it's... Wait, where's the reveal?
It's during day as well. They changed that,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah.
And he lost an archer at the same time when he was creeping this spot here.
Wait, Goblin Laboratory is here, or he could go for the other one.
Oh, she died!
Bye-bye.
Revealed her. Well done. Yeah, Sheik is looking good. Tavern Revive. That was expensive.
A player's forces.
By the way, I think we need to update the score. Is it already updated? Or is it good?
Yeah, it's 1-0 Sonic, right?
Okay, good. I'm mistaken.
Alright. Oh, all these rules are dropping quite low there.
Mm-hmm. Dark Ranger is back, by the way. She was rebought at the tavern.
You used the heal scroll actually, right? Wow. That's an investment. Double breath.
It's absolute carnage, man. Units are dropping left, right, and center. Dark Ranger does have a mana pot if you wanted to use it. Now has the healing pot transferred from the Panda. So sick, those Dryads are murdering those undead units. There's no Fiends, no Gargoyles yet out there. 3 crypts, but Sheik isn't producing out of any. He's rich. He's got so many resources. You need an army, bro.
Why is he saving up so much again? He's doing it all the time. Maybe it's his style.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, surround on the Panda. Body blocks coming through. Doesn't have a telly staff this time around.
So many Pandas around.
I don't believe these rumors about Pandarans being an endangered species. You can see so many of them here, right?
This is definitely proving that it's not the case. Even 3 of them are fake. And now they're gone. Oh, the creeps.
Man.
The creeps are still there, actually.
Yeah. I'm just not sure what Sonik is going to do the moment these Gargoyles leave their crypts. Only Dryads? That's not going to work out. But look at this. He's already building Ancient of Winds. 2 of them at the expansion. 3 of them.
Oh, yeah,
he's got 3 lores and 3 wins. What the hell?
He likes to build buildings, huh?
forces are under attack.
While losing his hero and Tavern reviving him. Man, Sonik, he has... Like Sheik is starting to spend his money finally. He got 3 Gargs in the pipeline on each of these crypts. Getting tier 3 ready as well. And Slaughterhouse coming in. Oh, Invisible Panda. Does he want to eat some wisps? There's not
Wisps
so
for
many
breakfast.
Yeah, maybe here in the bottom. There's 3 of them at least.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Not four. He got all four.
One-shotting them, dude. That was a quad kill in one breath.
That was pretty sweet. I didn't expect that he could reach the last one.
He crits another one. Sonic, man, your wisps are getting manhandled right now.
Yeah, he's killing more of them at the expansion now. He's being pulled back. But he had 2 more kills there, so he just crippled the lumber economy quite a bit. Panda's getting close to level 5, and then he can actually breath of fire these moonwells to oblivion. 4 of them are quite low. There's another breath.
That's actually true. Does he have any mana on him? No. Mana is the only thing stopping him right now.
Breath. Killing one of them. The other one are really injured. No, not injured. Damaged. Injured building. That's not possible.
Oh my god. And look at these Gargs already coming through. Triple production. I mean, I think Sheik's got this.
Yeah, he's playing this so well.
Yeah. But then again, we also have triple win production with the Hippos. This is going to be some naughty air battles.
A player's forces
oh my god. Under attack. Actually, he got 4 crypts. There's another crypt at the expansion. He's pumping Gargs from 4 crypts. You should get some more upgrades. Why is he not getting more upgrades though? That's one thing I don't understand now.
Yeah.
Panda level 5.
And that level 5 Panda, man, dude, that level 5 Pandaran, if he fights with his gargoyles, he's gonna make the difference because he can just basically breath of fire those hippos, and the guards are gonna finish off the rest.
He's creeping even further now with level 5. That's interesting.
Interesting. It's so hard to say who's gonna take this game. I think whoever takes the third base first and manages to protect it is definitely gonna have a big advantage. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to say that, but...
Sheik is at 50 supply. He's getting so much extra gold now, actually. While Sonik is at 67, so he's losing a lot to that.
That's a really good thing to say, actually. Sheik is playing this exceptionally smart, staying at 50, getting the 10 gold in all the time.
For sure. And now the Panda's going down again. He wants to kill these remaining moonwells, and they were not repaired. So this will be a huge loss there for Sonik if he's losing all.
Is he full mana? Almost.
There's so much mana, and he even got a Wand of the Wind now from the creeps.
Oh yeah.
It's a great item too.
Well, here we go. So much damage on those moonwells. Gets one. Prioritizes the lowest health moonwell as well. Well played. One.
Oh my god, he's actually killing all 4 of them. Are you kidding me?
A one-man wrecking crew?
So that's actually...
A town is under siege.
Okay, now he's starting to pump. He's pumping fiends now. He's switching into fiends. That's also a brilliant move, I think.
Yep. That is actually the perfect response, because guess what? Those hippos, they can't attack the ground army.
Indeed.
So once you got rid of your gargoyles, then the Night Elf players is just going to be like, yep, can't do anything anymore. That was it. And like I said earlier at the beginning of this map, with the layout, you know, with the rivers and so much attack surface, the gargoyles are just even meaner than before.
Yeah, Sheik is playing this so well, and I'm actually really happy that he's not forced to play the same strat all the time. He's showing us a different strat, and it's just showing that undeads can win, even if they're probably in a disadvantage because they don't have movements and stuff and no healing. But it is possible, as we can see here. And I don't see how Sonik can win this game. The Panda's too strong now. From Sheik.
And the gargoyles too, man. Look at this, like 2-1 upgrades. You could even go for 3 upgrades now if you wanted to. Those Triads are not doing anything. And the way he toys with those hippogriffs is also really nice. You know, when the hippos are in for a flyby, he just sends them into stone form. And he just lets the Pandaren drop some breath of fire. So all of a sudden, these hippos are useless.
He's got 2,500 gold banked up. He doesn't even need the expansion at the top right, really, at this point of the game. He could just pump to 80 fiends and then finish the game, huh? He can web all of these hippogriffs. Did he see the fiends already? Did he scout them already?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess he saw them now with the hippo.
Yeah. Now they might web the first hippos, actually. No. Can't reach.
I also don't understand why Sonik went for triple lore, triple wind. That's just such an excessive amount of resources they spend on the buildings.
Oh, he's switching into bears. He's reacting to fiends.
Yeah, good luck. I think it might be too late for the bears to arrive in decent numbers in time.
Where's the whip? There's no whip.
Oh, the Dark Ranger!
Oh,
Dark Ranger is about to fall and she goes down. I think Sonik is in the ropes with his back against the wall. I think Sheik, the Madman, he did it on the bigger map. Pandarn, level 6. He's the one and only beer maker, beer bringer, pain bringer.
That's
and that's it.
There's no way to come back there for Sonik. Come on, man. 2,000 gold.
There is absolutely no way.
And now the wrap is coming in. Yeah, no GG as usual.
Yeah, that's Sonic style, of course.
Yeah. Nobody's even bothered by it anymore because it's just so normal, right?
I can
Oh
do that.
boy. Okay, game number 3.
Nice. That was so well played by Sheik. I'm impressed actually.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna be rising up as the big surprise in our cup? But even just winning a map against Sonic, I can tell people already see it's not like he's getting smashed 3-0.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
I think Sonic just... I don't know, man. The Undead expansion should never go up. And then going up with 3 lores and 3 wins, you know how much money that is? And how much, especially how much lumber that is when your wisps are getting hunted 24/7?
Yeah, that was a questionable move for sure. But he lost his Dark Ranger, so he couldn't really do much against the fast expansion, I guess, after losing his Dark Ranger there. Or forcing the TP
Lose the
at
Dark
least.
Ranger.
What's that?
He can't lose the Dark Ranger in the first place. I think that was also the beginning of the end, really.
Yeah. Everything just worked out perfectly there for Sheik. By the way, what's the Russian guys? They're also they're really quiet. The other casters there, I don't even know what their stream URL is, but they just asked me, "Hey, can we cast?" I'm like, sure, just put the logo. Ah, there we go. I found him. Never heard of him before. Rifle push.
My favorite type of push.
The rifle push. And then we drink some vodka. And everyone is happy. Everyone's happy.
Sheik, let's go. Get to the lobby. That reminds me, like every time I hear the word lobby, I have to think of in Super Bowl.
Oh, really? Why?
Our Canadian sweetheart, because he has this thing on his stream where he always says "and back to the lobby," and he even has an emoji with that one. I never really got to understand what it means, but he says it all the time, and now I'm infected with it. I can't unhear it. Thank you for the kind words, Dennis, by the way. He said, Taker, you're doing amazing with that format. Finally, not another boring 101 Happy versus Foggy final.
Thank you so much for these kind words.
You can't hate on Foggy and Happy for being this good, though. The other guys just need to step it up.
That's true. It is kind of a shame that it's always like Happy winning, right? Over and over again. I didn't even see the last games in the ESL Cup yesterday. That was Happy Foggy again, right?
Yeah, and I was going out on a limb and I I tweeted and said Foggy's gonna win today. Today's the day where he takes him down.
I saw that tweet.
And he got smashed so hard.
Really?
It was not one of the good Foggy days.
Oh my god, they're both in the same team.
No, wait, what?
They're both in team 2. I think they're getting tired as well, huh? Alright, I guess we're gonna have the same game name. Yeah, but apparently there was nobody misbehaving at all, right? We didn't have to ban anyone. It's so nice. So nice.
Very nice. Very good.
Well-behaved people. Ah, it's actually a different... Oh no, it's the same. It's the game
same map.
Is the game up already? I know.
Yep. Same name, same map. Just different teams, hopefully.
There's still time to ban someone. Actually, in theory, I could ban Sonic because he's not using the overlay.
Exposed. Got him.
But hey, I don't care so much, to be honest. Like, if it would be like, you know, let's say in theory, which would not be happening anyway, like back to Warcraft casting it without the overlay, that would be different. But with Sonic, it's not a big deal for me.
Yeah.
Right, next game.
I think I actually have to watch
I can do
the
that.
VOD from his POV.
Work.
Yeah, it's actually it's probably like nice to check it afterwards. You know, once you know
Yeah.
where the situations could be fun when he's losing a hero.
I dare you, anyone in chat, to leave us right now. You don't do that. You stay right here and check Sonic after.
Here there's some. My point was that there's 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4 tavern heroes, random heroes, and stuff, and everyone makes 1-on-1 standard cups. No hate to Foggy Heavy. Yeah, I guess it's still like the the prime competition, the 1-on-1, where you want to see the pros. I think fun cups are really cool to throw in, but on the long run, the pro cups will always be the ones that draw the most attention.
I think 2-on-2 is a little bit on the rise at the moment, isn't it? With the Chinese team league coming up.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be so sick. I hope it will. I hope everything will be able to run smoothly, you know, without any virus problems. I hope until then the situation is much better.
Yeah.
I hope no logistical problems, visa problems. I hope really every team gets to send the top tier players to this super prestigious league format.
Yeah, that would be nice. I was actually talking to the guys who were organizing it because in the original format they wanted to invite the MTW team when we still had like Hawk, Cash, and Lucifer and Check. But then the Reforged release was pushed back and back, so they couldn't really go through with it. And for us, it was also kind of a sucky situation because we wanted to open a pro gaming house in China and stuff like that, but we needed to wait for Reforged, and then it was delayed and delayed and delayed, and then they fucked up the release completely. Oh shit, I'm bashing it again. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, and then it didn't work out in the end, so now the league is like a year late at least, or even 1.5 years. Well, we have Panda against Panda now.
That is actually so funny. The Panda has really shaped up to be this insane matchmaker or playmaker. And Sheik, of course, in his own very style, is just going or running from base to base. I wonder if Sonik is going to do the same thing to him now. Just run into the undead base and just attack the Ziggurats with Breath of Fire 24/7.
Yeah, indeed. It would be funny to have like both of them with the ultimates. And 6 little pandas running around like pigs.
Yeah.
Oh,
For some reason, my overlay isn't working anymore, so let me just restart the W3 register.
I just had a small lag. I hope it was not on the stream. I hope the stream is not lagging again. Oh man, this is so annoying.
I know that feeling.
I like the cast combo Taker and Kentrick. Should do that more often in the future. Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys. It's always great, especially... I don't consider myself a very experienced Warcraft 3 caster yet, so... the more opportunities I get, the better. And doing it with someone like Taker, who's such a wonderful person to work with. I mean, couldn't be happier, dude.
Right back at you, man. Pleasure to have you. So, Panda level 2. The other Panda is only 1.5 from Undead. So maybe that shows us that Night has a slight advantage in terms of like Tavern heroes.
Yep.
But now he's catching up quickly with the big creep spot here, the orange one, giving him a big item. Potentially a big mana pot, that's the dream.
Sonic finds the lightning shield. Not that bad, actually. Ring of Regeneration. Also, for this kind of playstyle that we've seen from the players today, the Ring of Regen might actually be the MVP item, you know, because it saves you so much time. You don't have to buy healing pots all the time. You just can just keep going and going and going.
Oh, Taker, are you using W3 Booster through Ops Browser? Because it makes you laggy if you use it in-game. Yeah, I actually do use it through the OBS.
The town is under siege.
That shouldn't be a problem, though, I think, should it?
I never have problems when I use it on my normal streams.
Yeah, yeah. I've never heard from anyone saying that you get problems with lags when you use it through the OBS.
Did you put it off in-game? You see it in-game. Ah, yeah, I see it in-game actually. Ah, so you mean I should turn it off that I can't see it anymore? That's a good idea actually. Let's do that.
Okay.
Because I don't necessarily need to look at that.
Ooh, look at this. Cancel almost there on the expansion of the Night Elf, but barely saves it here. Really cool. Skelly's destroyed. Extra XP collected. Sonic level 3 already on his Brewmaster. Cool.
How can I turn this off? It's not turning it off actually. I'm trying to turn it off.
It's in the W3 booster menu somewhere.
So it's the ops replay overlay, right? Not the player overlay.
Let me see if I can find it, dude. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. No. You go to home, and then you show. There's a checkbox saying show the in-game overlay while playing yourself.
Alright, got it. I turned it off, guys. Let's see if that makes a difference. If that would fix the lags, then thank you so much for that tip, man. Because I'm fine watching it on my second screen, you know, on my OBS, so I don't need it in-game. So let's...
Do you see what I see? You see a Crypt Fiend.
Oh, yeah.
No gargoyles. Sheik is switching it up with the Naga coming into the mix now.
Look at the ghouls. They're all burning and all dying. Oh my god, that was like like 3 or 4, I think.
Oh my god, I think I see the corpses now.
Yeah.
Glorious carnage.
It looked really nice actually when they were burning.
Only a non-UD player could say stuff like that.
Are you actually a Unit player?
Yes, sir.
Ah.
But I agree with you. It's nice to see ghouls burn because I hate them so much. I hate ghouls as much as Matt Fork hates the fiends.
Yeah, he never plays fiends.
Yeah. All right, it is a blazing inferno.
And
2 Pandarans with Breath of Fires. One of them is now chasing down the Nagas. By the way, it's a complete mirror matchup, dude. 2 Pandas and 2 Nagas. It's a very animalistic, Eurocom.
And it's so, like, the fiends are just dying without coil. It's actually kind of fun to see. They just die.
Yeah, fiends are just so slow, they're so fragile, and at the same time, they're so expensive too. So that's why you usually need the DK and the Unholy Aura in particular.
It's such an interesting fight there. Like, they're still going on. It's like, well, I think Sonic is the winner, right? I would say.
Yeah, Sonic is looking like he's winning this for now. He certainly has done a great job dealing damage to those ghouls. I don't think there's anything left but the heroes. But Sheik, maybe with a return kill on the Naga. Boom! Yeah. Right click and whacks her good.
Yeah, and Sonic also has to put some of his attention to the towers. He was just using one Breath of Fire on the towers, hitting one of them now. And in that time...
Has some of the Huntresses, though.
The statues doing so much healing actually. He doesn't even have to move back his Naga, huh? I think he can out-heal the damage from the 2 hunts.
Yeah, Sonic is not paying attention to his Huntresses at all, though, man. The Huntresses are dying one after the other. Only now is he returning with his hero, but I think Sheik can hold this now because his Rubian Tower is almost finished.
It's still very close, though. Oh, that was a mana pot. Now the Panda's
Sonic!
burning, and he's drunk. And he has to run.
Why you no body block, Sonic? He could have done that several times and maybe get more damage done.
Did he have anything there to block him? Actually, with a hunt, yeah.
Yeah, he had Huntresses before against the Naga. He didn't use that, but... I think Sheik's time with sieging up is over.
Killing the statues, well, that's a big deal. Yeah, the Hunters are taking control now. Can't really repair against them either.
Yeah. Sheik's level 3 Brewmaster's here again, and this time he's trying to go for the surround, and he's got it. Coom call and collect it, man.
I can do that.
Sonic takes it 2-1.
Work.
Perfect. Alright. So, it's a best of 5. 1 or potentially 2 more games, depending on the outcome of the next one, no?
Very true. Very true.
Let's see.
And that was a quickie but an intense one. And you know what? I liked it. Change of pace.
You like intense quickies?
That's what I'm all about.
And we're just talking about Warcraft, yeah? Oh, sorry, I should swallow my
Yes.
cake. I should swallow my cake first.
That's by the way, quick and intense. That's how I played my StarCraft matches. I played StarCraft 2 when it came out in Wings of Liberty, and coming from Warcraft, I was like, yeah, sure, let's give it a shot. You know, I didn't really want to play long games though with crazy macro and multitasking, so all I did was play Protoss and Cannon Rush every single time.
That's what I used to do as well. Cannon Rush.
Nice.
By the way, thanks
I only
guys
made
for
it to
sticking
diamond though,
around
and then people start to get really good, and I failed every time. I was like, okay, next game,
here.
different game.
It's kind of tower rushing as well.
Yeah.
What's that? Crown demands return of the Razzo stream. We what? What? I don't understand that sentence.
Ratzo Steamweedle, that was the crazy tinker.
Ah, it's his name. Ah, yeah.
Don't bring it back, no.
I want to have a level 10 and level 9 hero again, or level 10 and 10.
Oh no, it's Concealed Hill. I just saw it. No. He could return. Oh.
Okay. Sonik left the game.
Let's see what happened here.
Is there a letter? So there's no letter from Blizzard, but we have a great guy called Pat, and he created his own Champions letter, and it's working brilliantly with different leagues, no lag. So everyone's playing there now, basically.
Wait, if Sonic left on purpose here to skip Concealed Hill because he doesn't want another Gargoyles game and just go to his loser choice immediately.
No, or wait. Error. He says error.
Oh, okay. Because that would have been next level.
Yeah. Let's just go game 4. F5.
Yeah, let's just skip the large map. I'm tired of your Gargoyles crap, and let's just go to my map. Boom.
Alright. Game's up again.
Good.
Yeah, we still have 250 euros actually. Thanks for sticking around despite all the streaming gods being online with Grubby and Todd. They actually have combined 7,000 viewers right now, both of them combined.
I noticed this lately that during the prime time, you know, when Todd, Grubby, and others are streaming during the night, that the overall Warcraft 3 viewership is actually really good at the moment.
Yeah. It splits out a little bit, right? It's like, that's good.
And then most of the time during the day, you usually have Back to Warcraft, casting an Asian tournament. So I think there's really nice viewership across the entire day.
I can do that.
But imagine it could have been so much more if they, you know, if Blizzard, you know what I want to say now.
Yep. I think that's just my personal hot take, but I think if Reforged had been everything we wanted it to be, maybe just a little disappointment instead of a big disappointment.
Yeah.
I think the game could have, up to this day, basically, between 7, 8, 9, 10K average viewership on Twitch. Maybe even more.
Yeah, that's what we have right now, actually.
Yeah.
For sure, more.
And especially with the custom games too, man. A good launch, and maybe if they hadn't done this messy rule with all your custom maps belong to us.
Yeah. But that's okay after the Dota thing, you know? Like, I can understand that move. I mean...
I kind of understand it, but I also don't understand it because the whole Dota fiasco could have been avoided if they just had paid the man.
Oh, really?
Just pay IceFrog, hire him, and then boom, problem solved. But they actually refused IceFrog's. IceFrog approached them as far as I know, but Blizzard was not interested several times until Gaben came and Valve said, "Yup, I'll take that."
I did not know about that backstory actually. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So
I mean, basically the whole team that created Dota. I think IceFrog was in there. I think there was one called Ginzo. There were several people working on the project, obviously, and they're all now working for different companies. You know, some of them went to Riot with League of Legends, and some of them went to Valve with Dota.
I reckon you played it quite a bit then, you know?
I'm a MOBA guy, yes. Yeah. I played every MOBA so far. But now, of course, Warcraft 3. It's like, you know, when you play a lot of MOBAs, you cannot hate or miss out on Warcraft 3. Because that's like going back to your roots, going back to Mother.
It's just a classic. So, what do we see now? There's no, like, the typical late hero. Wait, for both of them, or is it just not... Wait. They're available already, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sheik is always getting a late hero, actually.
He's doing it again with the backpack first, you know,
yeah.
and then being sneaky about it. Beastmaster is back for Sonik.
It's his trademark move. I think we will see the Tinker again. What do you think?
Say what, sorry?
I think we were gonna see the Tinker again now.
100%. Tinker game for Sheik. And then maybe going for that fast expansion again.
Now the ghoul is coming out. We'll confirm it. Or will he surprise us, maybe? Panda again, actually.
Forces are under attack.
Okay. I mean, Pandaren is probably way more fun and entertaining to play than a Tinkerer.
It's so funny, actually, that the only hero we haven't seen yet is the Pit Lord, the one that I'm playing like 10 times a day.
And I thought it was a given that we would see him. I agree with you. He's so good. Oh, that AOW could be sniped. Oh no, the creeps get him!
Wow,
oh no!
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal and a disaster at the same time for Sheik.
Yeah.
For Sonik, sorry.
He might lose some archers on the way back there as well. Yeah,
Players' forces are under attack.
He's getting to do that. I think Sheik has to go to sleep soon. That's why no Razzo. Yeah, you can't have many more of these 45-minute games now.
Does anyone know where Sheik is living, by the way? Which part of Russia? If he lives in Siberia or closer to the East Coast, then... Holy crap, it must be like... What the hell? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like, I think when he said it was 1:30 for him, I think 2 or 3 hours ago. It's time to wake up soon.
Work.
Yeah, actually tomorrow's work. Ah, shit, I have to work tomorrow as well. No. Stupid real life.
Same. Do you have remote work at the moment, like home office or anything?
Otherwise, I would have still be in London now, actually.
Okay.
But we will be home office for at least another month. I think even if they are stopping the lockdown, we will have like 2 weeks after that. We will still do some more home office, I would reckon.
And honestly, I think it makes sense, dude. You just
like
need to make sure.
I'm not bored. I have so much stuff to do. Like, seriously.
You know what? It always triggers me when people say they are bored from staying in quarantine at home. Like, what is wrong with people? Can they not find something to do with all this quote-unquote free time? You know, just go outside responsibly. Like, take a walk in a park. Stay away from the big crowds, but enjoy nature, you know. Find a hobby, watch movies, play video games. I could do this for years, dude. I could do this forever.
This is great, quarantine.
Never felt more alive.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do agree. Like, if you want to, you can find ways to entertain yourself, even if you're... Yeah. It's just the only thing that I don't like. Here it's okay now because I'm with my mom, but in London, both my flatmates were out, and I just had no contact with another human being. I was not talking to anyone at all, you know?
A player's forces
and
are under
I think that's what gets you at some point.
Yeah. And I think that's what where gaming or Twitch communities in general come in really handily, because while we don't talk face-to-face, obviously, it's still interaction, you know? We see each other, we talk to one another, we see people in chat react, so it's somewhat an illusion of real interaction, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a community in the end, yeah. So, what's going on in the game, actually? Level 2 Panda is going home. We see guards again.
Are under attack.
And, yeah, Ancient wins, but only 2 this time, so that makes you happy, right?
Thank God, man. I mean, He's on 1 base, so thank you very much for not overspending, Sonic. But even with an expansion, I mean, 3 lures and 3 wins, that was a little too ambitious, maybe.
Indeed. The Gargoyles picked off the scouting hawk, I think.
By the way, are lags improving now significantly? No one has said anything. So.
I didn't have the freezes the freezes anymore for sure.
Okay.
So chat, is the lag gone completely now actually?
Maybe it's also got something to do with a later time, like you said, maybe 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
People finally go to bed.
Yeah, I can't wait to go to bed either. Actually, I'm getting a bit exhausted.
Yeah, casting is hard work, man. A lot of people, or streaming in general, talking in general. Some people don't know or have not experienced it themselves. But man, I remember in Heroes of the Storm early, one of my first casting gigs at a DreamHack, we had a 12-hour, maybe even 13-hour casting gig because everything was delayed with technical difficulties and all that jazz. Actually had Todd and Grubby on the tournament too, which was funny. But man, that was exhausting. I was dead the next day.
We're 6 hours in now. Half of that. So some archers died here. Scouting out the expansion that won't be able to get up because he's taking care of the left right now.
Forces are under attack.
The Gargoyles are killing more wisps on the lower side of the map. It's actually only 1 Hippogriff rider in the main. Oh no, wait, there are 4 actually. The other ones were on the top.
Okay.
Can they deal with the 5 Gargoyles here, right? They should do that.
Yeah.
Fight. With the Moonwells for sure.
With the Moonwell's 100%. Gargoyles are 1-0, so that's certainly very dangerous.
The Panda! Triple kill on the Wisp.
Oh my god.
He's getting really low on Wisp again.
I think that... Oh my god, I'm not sure if Sonic can recover immediately after this. Like, he is literally almost out of lumber. He has to reproduce so much gold for these wisps.
Town is under siege. A
He's
player's
still got
forces are
200,
under attack.
but yeah, he needs to ramp up on these wisps for sure. Panda protecting the expansion now. Oh, staff of teleportation coming in. Now we got 2 Wilbies, and that should be enough to cancel the expansion again.
I would say so as well, man.
Look at that AOW creeping without any army at all. He's gonna go down.
He lost his first AOW as well. Oh my god, that poor fella.
Oh,
Demolished by
Beastmaster.
those angry creeps. Oh!
That was close.
Beastmaster almost falling.
By the way, we got fountains again, and we got the Drakes, Lionhorn of Stormwind, picked up by Sonic.
Yeah, this is so cool though, right? Because he went for Hippogriffs. Maybe that's something we should have mentioned earlier with Lado as well. On this map, if you go Hippogriffs, you can counter Dragon Creep relatively well, you know? You're just gonna go there and grab it yourselves while the Undead is doing one.
And he's going straight to the second fountain. That's a big deal. He's getting both of them.
Yeah, really nice actually.
Run in
really cool.
and run out. Actually waiting for the Panda himself. Yeah, she kind of missed that opportunity there. Giving him both fountains. That's a big blunder.
Yeah, let's see what the second item is going to be. Another aura, maybe? That would be so huge. Maybe damage. Let's see what he found.
Sobi
Can't
Mask.
see it. Sobi Mask. Oh. That is basically... I'm not sure who I would give it to. Probably the Panda.
Yeah, sure. I think Panda is much more important once he scales up in levels. He's still
Yeah,
level 1 now, but...
Until the Panda is level 3, I would keep it on the Beastmaster, but once the level 3 hits, definitely put it over to him.
Shot is cancelled here by the Gargoyle Harass. And yeah, more Wisp will follow into oblivion. But Sonic is there actually. He's chasing these Gargoyles now.
Yeah, he's got him.
Are they a bit faster? No, they're the same speed, right?
I think... I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think Hippos are like just a tiny smidgen faster.
It seems a bit, but it's not enough to really catch up, right?
Yeah.
You have to fly like through the whole map.
They get like one attack, boom, and then the Gargoyles are so far ahead again, so I don't think it matters.
The other
Okay.
Panda. And protection scroll. That's a good.
Yep. protection scroll is huge, actually, adding that additional armor onto the guards. And the healing scroll as well, but it looks like the hippos might still have this. No, they're getting demolished now.
Yeah,
but they
so
fought
close.
valiantly, actually.
That was pretty close, actually. Without the protection scroll, this would have gone into Sonic's favor. And he's losing the panda has 10 HP.
Pandaran cannibalism here. The red one takes the small one. Only the strongest survive.
You would have known that pandas like eating each other. That's why they're so endangered.
A player's forces are under attack.
Man, and I really think this could have been the turning moment for Sheik to take the game. I don't think he can recover from this Sonic, that is.
Yeah, that was... Now the panda's 5.5. So it looks like we're going to see a fifth map, huh?
Oh boy, I'm down.
Full distance.
Full distance. By the way, is there going to be a prize for second place?
No,
or
winner
is
gets
it the
it
winner
all.
takes it all? Nice.
Nobody cares about second place, man.
Player's forces are under attack.
But let's not count out Sonic just yet. He might have some trick up his sleeve somewhere. These gargoyles would actually lose the fight now against the 5 people, so.
Yeah, I think so, especially when there's a Quill Beast in the middle of the fight too. Fifth map, according to Xander Dorn, would be Last Refuge, which is a pretty good map for Night Elves because of the size against this Gargoyle style. So, man, he needs to do something about that Pandaren man. Level 5. If he loses the Beastmaster, it might actually be level 6. Oh my god!
And he's so close to level 6.
Sonic!
Man, Sheik is doing so well as Undead in this cup. Who would have thought, huh? That's level 6.
That's game. If I was Sonic, I would leave right now. His own hero, like this Pandaren, could basically 1v2 the other heroes if he sees them right now.
Yeah, I don't think he can come back from this anymore. He lost too many heroes. That's just...
Yeah, too many hippos, too many heroes, whereas Sheik is looking mighty dapper, looking super strong.
Healing up his gargoyles at the fountain now, comfortably.
Yeah.
The panda has a mana potion as well. He got 220 mana already. He's gonna do a lot of damage there. And yeah, the expansion, it never really went up, but it didn't really matter at all.
Yeah. This expansion wasn't giving Sheik any gold, but it gave him a lot of experience because he killed 2 heroes of it.
True. And now he's
Also,
going,
I think,
he's
look
going
at these
for the
gargoyles,
moonlords
man.
again.
2-1.
Sorry?
And the hippos 0-0. GG.
Ah, yeah. That's actually a huge
A
difference
player's
in upgrades
forces
there.
are under attack.
Yeah, he doesn't have the numbers anyway now. There's no way he can win the air fight anymore. So what are the hippos doing now with the panda? They're just watching him kill the units.
Yeah, I never really understood how hippogriffs couldn't attack ground units, you know?
The town is
What
under
is
siege.
so hard for them to just land, drop their beaks?
Got the ultimate again. He's killing the altar. Will he finish it before? I think he will get it before the Beastmaster.
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
out.
he's so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, he sniped that one so well.
Will that be the finishing blow? Or we still try to somehow win this game, Sonic?
How cool would it be for him to do a 3-man surround with those Pandaren bells on the smaller panda?
Oh my god, the panda's burn. GG's.
GG's.
Or not.
I can do that.
Yeah, that is just hands down the best map for this Gargoyle style, you know, so... It doesn't surprise me that Sonic couldn't beat it, but it looked like he was a little bit sloppy too. Losing the heroes.
Yeah.
Not upgrading the hippos. Eh.
Well, got a final 5th map now.
It's also amazing, by the way, to see how tanky these little Pandarans are. Like, you compare that to Heroes of a Storm, they take so much more damage. Amazing how strong that is. Whew.
Yeah, indeed. Alright, next and final game is open.
Last Refuge. One more.
Indeed, one more.
Man, you know what I'm gonna have, Taker, after we're done with the cup?
A beer?
Don't have any beer at home, sadly, but I'm gonna crack open first of all a nice cold can of Coke, and with it, I'll make a nice round of instant ramen noodles.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm not even sure. I still have some cake left. I'm not feeling hungry at all for some reason right now. Maybe because of the cake. It was a really big piece. I think I'll just fall into bed and pass out after this. It would be nice to have the like, let's say, the winner in the interview afterwards.
Yeah, I think I might have to leave though after this game's over.
Yeah, that's totally fine, man. It's been a long day.
But a fun day, and that's ultimately what counts.
Yeah. No, I would say that was a great success. Great success.
Yes.
There were
Sonik says, "Gee, Sheik needs to pick undead."
Is the sun already rising at Sheik's place?
Yeah, probably. And what I found particularly cool, by the way, in this cup today was the fact that so many well-known names had signed up, you know, like, and although not all of them showed up or some of them had connection issues, I really think it's amazing to have players of the caliber such as Sheik, Sonik, Lil DC, Blade. You know, they all signed up and had a little bit of fun today, so that was great.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I think it was only Knopf and Cash missing.
Yeah,
from people that signed up, like the ones with a big name, and Cash had internet problems, so...
Yeah.
He's struggling, just like me. Alright.
I sent Knopf a Discord message in all caps, telling him how disappointed I was that he didn't show up.
Did he reply at all?
No, I think he might be AFK, or he might have been AFK for good. He hasn't sent a reply yet.
He's probably in the gym.
Yeah. 10-hour gym session. Yeah. If there's one man that can do it, it's Knopf.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, final game, guys. Let's summon the rest of our energy and get some more level 10 heroes, maybe. I think we need Orkenwolf for level 10 heroes. I don't think we're gonna see level 10 hero in this matchup.
Yeah, so far it doesn't look like it. These players, and especially Sonik, man, he's just so much more deadly when it comes to punishing mistakes from his enemy, whereas everything we've seen before from Sheik's previous opponents, it just wasn't really there. You know, everything took a little bit longer. Nothing looked as decided.
Yeah. And you know, one thing I just remembered, it's gonna be a fun time to grab all of these VODs from Twitch and upload them on YouTube, because it's gonna be so many of them. Usually I just have like games from my ladder games, and it's just one game, you know, and not like a series.
A player's forces
but especially
are you doing it through the Twitch exporter?
Yeah, I'm exporting it from there, and then I just upload it on YouTube. I cut it in Twitch already, basically.
Yeah.
Before that, actually, I didn't know about that function first, so I used my video editing program, and that's it takes much more time than the highlight. It's called highlight, right? Or highlighter or something.
Yeah. I guess you only need to do it with a video editor if let's say you have an intro or you have some other effects that you want to apply to make it better quality. But oh, look at this! It's the Dark Ranger again for Sonik. He lost with it earlier because of some slow.
Oh,
let's see if he can make her work.
Now I just had a lag again in the game without the overlay.
Okay.
Do you have any freezes at all in Warcraft? Like
no, for me it's 99% smooth.
Yeah, okay, you got your 1000 Mbit Swedish power line.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, but I'm certainly going to upload all these games the next days to YouTube, and especially the Kivikaki game with our level 10-9.
Oh,
this will be a good VOD, man. For everyone who missed it.
That was a real pleasure, man. That one was one for the highlight reels.
For sure. So the Sonic Dark Ranger, like, I wasn't too impressed by it in the last game. Let's see if we can make it work this time.
Yeah, she just loses a straight-up one-on-one versus the Panda, and I think what Dark Ranger is also really bad at when it comes to creeping and securing a creep. You know, she doesn't have like a big burst spell like the Pandaren has. So oftentimes when a creep, let's say, is at 100 HP or 75 HP, the Panda can just execute it with a flame of, with a breath of fire, whereas the Dark Ranger is just there and it's like, I guess I'd take the next one.
That's true. I was just like thinking, he doesn't really get to the point where he can summon like 3 or 4 minions, right? Like he never really.
Yeah.
Sheik is not allowing him that, and then she's just struggling if she only has 1 or 2 skeletons.
Oh no, is she gonna get surrounded? Oof.
I was foreseeing the sheep being involved in its surround. But looking at his face expression, he looks like he doesn't want to have anything to do with these guys. So maybe
sad creep expression.
Would he get a bunch of skeletons here now? Yeah, got 1. Second one. So it has like a snowball effect. He could go to the natural expansion afterwards, and then it's so many skeletons that it's going to be hard for Sheik to intervene.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely the sweet spot where you want to be with a Dark Ranger like this. Having like 3, 4 skeletons and then go creep. Silence level 2.
The good thing is, even if the panda's killing it, he will still get the skeleton.
True. Yeah, that's true. As long as the effect is on the creep.
Yeah.
I think he got the ogre too. Oh my god. Sonik.
Yeah, he stole 2 creeps already. And the ghouls are going into the main now.
Trying to get the Hunter's Hall.
Forcing the TP actually with this.
That is so interesting. I guess it's worth it though if you think about it. Because Sonik wants to go for Hunter's aggression, and if that building gets destroyed, he basically cannot execute the plan that he was trying to do. Is he even gonna make any Huntresses though? No. Oh wait, he's already tier 2. He's not going for any Huntresses. Dude, that was a super fast tech.
I was looking for the second AOW when he said that actually. I was like, wait, where's the second AOW for must hunts? But he's going into Dryad's first.
Hey, he's going lore. See what the undead is doing. Gargoyles, here they come. So same old, same procedure as every year.
He's pretty good with them.
Darn is a busy creeper. You know, he's from one camp to the other, soon to hit level 3. Pandaren second early for Sonik once again. I think that's also really cool to observe how Sheik through the entire tournament has always relied on 1 hero and 1 hero only, whereas his opponents usually went for 2.
Yeah, true. I would have loved to see the Tinker in the final game actually. I think those games were just so unusual, you know, like you would never really see that in a normal game. Having a level 6 Tinker.
A player's
but we saw him like 3 times. So that's plenty actually. Pitlord level
cool,
6.
sacrificing himself or trying to sacrifice himself, but still the last hit was dished out by a Night Elven unit.
Imagine we would have had a Pitlord on level 6 with his ultimate. Oh, he's getting
so good with a Doom Guard. Would you rather have an Infernal or a Doom Guard if you could choose one in a fight?
Infernal, for sure.
Infernal? 100%, yes.
Yeah. It's much better. Yeah, we saw a Firelord in the very first game.
True. It wasn't successful though.
Nope.
I think it's worth mentioning. The Firelord tried. It looked pretty good in the beginning, but couldn't close it out.
Oh, that Breath of Fire was not that impressive against the Dryads.
Yeah. I thought the same. So Dryads are pretty good now in this early phase before the undead player reaches the critical mass of Gargs, of course.
Look at that cozy spot where the gargoyles are, with a boat and the tent and a corpse without a head. I never really noticed that before, actually.
Isn't it so funny how much work map makers put into those maps and how many of those details will likely never be seen by anyone?
Yeah, for sure. But that's cool that you can still discover stuff.
Yep.
Even after
a player's
years and years of playing the game. So the
Yeah,
panda is
other than that, guys, there's not a whole bunch of things happening right now. We see a slaughterhouse coming in for Sheik. He just happily produces more gargoyles. Upgrade-wise, we don't have a single upgrade just yet. There's still people who don't know of the Zergling on Amazonia. Wait, even I know about the Zergling on Amazonia, but that is such a cool detail, I agree.
By the way, did you notice that the panda, the critical strike of the panda is affecting buildings too? I didn't see that before, actually.
Wait, no, I didn't know that either.
There was a critical hit on the Moonwell, I'm 100% sure. Why am I so sleepy that I'm imagining stuff now?
That would be insane, actually, if that was true. Let's keep observing a little bit and see if we can spot more red numbers.
Or the chat can just confirm it. I'm sure they know. Oh,
Of course they do.
Big army of Sheik moving out. Guards and Googles at the same time. We haven't seen this before, or like...
Did you say Googles? Gargs and Googles?
Googles? What?
That's what it sounded like when you said ghouls.
Ah, sorry.
Gargs and Googles. That's a cool name. That's a cool name, though.
That would be unstoppable as well.
Town is under siege.
Oh, he's killing the expansion now. So the chat is not sure either. One is saying, I don't think he can crit buildings, and then of course Panda crits buildings.
Yeah.
That doesn't help
Of course.
us, guys. Oh, he's losing the AW troops.
I don't think he cares, but, you know, it's still sloppy. I agree. It's not as bad as not picking up a +2 intelligence too.
Yeah, that's
that would
worse.
make people really mad.
Yeah. Well, look at all the ghouls coming back from that creep. Quite hurt.
The town is under siege.
He can't finish the creep set actually.
Yep.
Because he's harassing with the gargoyles and with the panda at the same time. So he's doing like 3 things at the same time again. He's a good multitasker for sure, Sheik.
So interesting that Sonik tries something completely different right now, going into Dryads only, mass Dryads against mass Gargoyles. So interesting. Usually, when both players have max numbers or equal numbers, it should be a win for the Gargs because of just how mobile they are. And of course, you always have Death Coil in normal games. But here, so far, I'm not even sure if it's that bad to go for Dryads because without the Aura, without the Coils and the Nova, I don't think it's as dangerous to go up against the Undead with Mass Gargs.
There's an invisible panda. He can't do much. Couldn't really steal any creeps.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hunter's Hall might fall actually with the upgrade. No.
Yeah.
Pushing him back, killing him gargoyle.
That would have been a 6 snipe actually, mid upgrade.
Yeah, he needs to repair that one. Okay, he's doing it now. The panda, he wants to kill more Moonwells, I think. Getting in
More
position.
wisps now that we know that a level 3 breath just basically extinguishes them pretty hard.
A town is under siege.
Hey, Lado is still around. He's clipping.
Yo!
He clipped it. See, I was not imagining it.
That's pretty dope, actually. You don't get to see pandas that often in normal games, and you certainly don't get to see them picking crit that often. So, pretty cool.
Oh, he's got a health stone as well. I didn't see that either. Quite nice inventory here for Panda from Sheik.
Yeah. Yo, Lado, you missed out on some dope games, dude. We saw level 10 level 10 Alchemist. We saw crazy Pandaren Pels flying everywhere.
Yeah, level 9 Panda against level 10 Alchemist. That was so sick. I will send you the link to the VOD once I upload it.
Whoa, that breath, by the way, it hit the entire army.
Yeah.
The entire Gargoyle Air Force.
Air Force. Yeah, they're all drunk.
Absolutely, no drinking and flying. That's very dangerous.
Damn, Lado is sad now that he didn't witness that game. It was so cool, that game. Actually, it was one of my favorite games of the year, I think, actually. It's not a long year yet, but still.
Mm-hmm. It feels like a long year, though, with all the madness going on in the world right now.
Yeah, true.
Man, I gotta say, I like these Dryads so far.
Yeah.
I really think they're cool. Like, they allow you to control the enemy heroes a little bit better. They don't care about the Gargoyles as much because of lack of aura and coil.
Nice cancel on the expansion there.
Yeah.
Panda has to run. Oh, there's another drive intercepting him. And another one.
Oh,
This
oh,
is-
the telestaff is on cooldown right now. He might have to use the TP scroll.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna use the health stone. Yeah, he's doing that, and he's.
Woo.
I think that's a tough call to make, actually. Yeah.
A player's
Oh, I
forces
think
are under attack.
I'm not sure. I would have kept the stone for sure.
I think I would have used the TP as well instead.
Yeah.
But I can understand that. I can see arguments in both decisions there. Close call for sure. Because the health stone, how much is it worth when you would sell it actually?
It might be 275 or 250 or something. So from a gold perspective, I think the TP scroll is more valuable, but
Yeah.
the passive health regeneration and the in-fight value after your hero gets focused, I think
It's a
a
great
little bit
item
better.
actually. Same with the mana stone, of course.
Oh, Mana Stone, dude. Whew.
We see a meat wagon, and this
A
is
player's
Cloud
forces
coming
are
in
under
now.
attack.
Oh, and a Zeppelin too.
Oh, yeah, we see some new stuff.
Zeppelin with ghouls inside. So I think we might just see a snipe on the main tree, maybe.
Oh, he's dropping them on top of the droids. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe on the archers. You might be right.
Oh, did he steal that? Blasted. Not sure.
Silence, by the way, is going to be a key factor for Sonic in those upcoming fights, man. If you silence the Pandaren before he goes haywire onto your units. Oh, look at these Dryads, by the way. You have a fight between Dryads and Gargs, and the Gargs are winning due to higher numbers.
And there's a drop with the ghouls. That's actually really a cool move. There's so much multitasking going on
Oh,
again.
yeah.
There was like 3 different points of action again. And he's trying
Of
to
course, we
snipe
now
the
know Pandaren can crit the building, so even more damage coming through. By the way, how can Sheik play like this very exhausting style, you know, with multitasking on several fronts when he's already in this many games?
He's a machine, man. That's crazy. Oh, Zeppelin. He should be in the way. Yeah. He had everything loaded up, but he was still hanging around.
Yeah, I think Lado might be right. I think you can crit an uprooted building when
Oh,
they
yeah.
count as a unit, quote unquote, because this Pandaren attacked this tree quite often, and I haven't seen a single red number. So
True.
that might be a good point.
I was paying close attention to that as well, actually. Yeah, there was no crit on the main building. Look at the
A player's
shipwreck where
forces
the
are under
Zeppelin
attack.
is. That's also something I didn't really notice before. Like it's a wrecked ship there in the little island.
It's oftentimes a very popular spot for gargoyles to regenerate in stone form.
Yeah. But then I would look at the gargoyles and not the ship.
That's true, yeah. Man, this is
So-
probably the most even game we've seen between the two.
Yeah.
The
it's-
only major advantage I would say for Sonic is the expansion right now. But what really does an expansion do for you in this matchup when all you need to do because of it is just repair more, make more wisps because the gold mine gets sniped and stuff like that. So I'm not even sure if an expansion is a boon in this matchup here.
Sniping 2 more wisps with a breath of fire. He really likes to do that, man. It's his favorite hobby. Shakes panda there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a nice Scroll the Beast actually on the panda from Sonic. Do we have any destroyers already? No, not really, right?
Town
No.
is under siege.
Look at the Zeppelin with the ghouls, by the way, ready to strike.
Yep. And the gargoyles
Ghoul
coming from the
gang.
other side.
Ghoul gang
Player's
coming through.
forces are under attack.
He's gonna attack the wisp with the gargoyles and then try to snipe maybe the gold mine with the ghouls, I can imagine. This is a kind of a nice play actually with that ghoul harass. And he can tell a staff with the panda. He's immediately retreating. And now he's coming back again.
Yeah. And this level 3 Pandaren for Sonic needs to be very careful not to mess with the wrong gang, you know? Because in the nick of an eye, he could be... In the blink of an eye, he could be surrounded.
I think he's gonna
nice.
lose the main tree because he still has a mana potion. He can kill all the wisps. He's gonna kill the main tree.
He gets it! Sheik, the map man! And it was mid-upgrade as well! Oh,
Oh, what a
no!
move.
Gotta go, bro.
And he killed all the wisps. Let's see. There's no wisp in the main. There's 1 wisp. Okay, in the expansion he still has 5. And 1 wisp is coming down. You got 2 lumber wisps right now. And he's low on lumber already.
Blessings of Nature was currently researched in that tree as well, so that's a goner.
Yeah, that was a brilliant move by Sheik.
Are under attack.
Very well done. So, how will Sonik react to that? He's gonna rebuild his expansion, his main tree. But yeah, he's lost all his tech tree basically now. It's gonna take forever to get back to where he was before that attack.
Yeah, now he's starting to make some hippos too, Sonik, that is.
And I agree with the chat here, he needs to get a shredder now. He's so low on number. He can't
Oh yes, he should have gone. He should have gotten a shredder yesterday.
And yeah, Sheik's Panda is coming back to do his like favorite hobby, killing moonwells.
Oh. He does it against orcs. No burrow, no moonwell, no nothing is safe against him.
Did you see that hippo just melting? He's gonna kill that moonwell too, maybe with the help of the gargoyles.
Oh, I think he will. Yeah. Oh, Sonik, it goes from bad to worse, dude. You lost your big tree. You lost 2 moonwells. You're now supply stuck.
Amazing gargoyle form to counter the Trumping Haze Spread of Fire combination there.
Oh, he didn't have a silence, I think. Otherwise, he could have interrupted the telestaff with it.
He's
probably on cooldown.
He's full mana actually. Interesting. By the way, thanks for the follows, guys. I can see there's quite a few follows coming in right now.
Nice. Oh, silence doesn't interrupt?
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm thinking about that. I don't think it does actually.
Then I think it was my bad. I thought it would.
No worries. Oh, the gargoyles are chasing one Dryad. Where, like, he can actually... I think he could win the fight against the Dryads now, or like, he has so many gargoyles.
Yeah.
Could just snipe them down.
I think it's very hard. It's very hard to win this game if you're Sonik right now. You're outnumbered in terms of units.
Sheik
You're outnumbered in terms of income.
He just killed another Moonwell on the expansion again with his Panda. He's walking out with the Invo potion. It was totally worth it.
Speaking of which, by the way, the main mine for Sheik is now gone. 100 gold, 90 gold left. So he needs to defend this haunted gold mine on the bottom right really hard. He also forgot a stone from gargoyle there.
He just killed 3 more Dryads and a few more Wisps. He's 6.5 now.
Oh no, this is really bad news.
For Sonik, yeah. Sheik's playing this so well. I'm impressed, actually.
Yeah. Nice job by Sonik, though, sending in the Dark Minions, level 2. Sending them in there to interrupt the Haunted Gold Mine. Sometimes when players are multitasking like crazy, he might not see it. Oh, I think... Yeah, what? I think he cancelled it. Yeah, I think it was...
I thought I missed something, you know? I was like, wait. You sounded so excited in this moment. I was like, what? I missed something. Yeah, look. Yeah, actually, wait, where did he spend all his money, Sheik? He had like 1,500 gold a moment before, and he's just building 1 meat wagon. Items. He got an Orb of Corruption on the Panda now. Oh my god.
Okay, here we go, guys. Level 6 Pandarn. What are you gonna do about that, Sonik? That guy decides to turn on Chuck Norris mode, splits himself into 3 Pandarn. That's going to be a lot of trouble to deal with.
Red spot now for Sonik. Let's see if he gets a great item for a potential turnaround chance.
Yes.
No, I'm a whaler. I
guess it's fine if you want to fight more with your Pandarn, but I agree. He certainly would have liked to see something else here.
The Shredder from Sonik might not survive very long, but he's actually focusing just on the Town Hall Tree of Life.
I'm amazed actually by the number of damage or the amount of damage that comes through just from these little Pandarns, man. It's so absurd. It's so crazy.
It's not gonna be able to get it to life, I guess. Now he's occupied fighting the Panda as well, and the Shredder is also being taken down. Oh, one more kick. Oh, the Earth one is dying first. Does that mean the other? No.
No, that means he's gonna spawn at the other location. I think Storm is next in priority. So he's trying to evacuate that one. Yep, there we go. So it's Earth, Storm, Fire.
He's level 7. Oh my god.
And in the meantime, look at the gargoyles, man, destroying one building after the other. There goes another moonwell.
Man,
The
he's
base in the
outplaying him
meantime.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
He's
player's
even getting his
forces are
expansion
under
up now
attack.
in all the mists of the fight here, and the gargoyles. They have
Yeah.
2-0 upgrades actually.
Also has Orb of Corruption, of course, so he could attack air units if that were to be necessary.
A town is
Another
under
Tree of
siege.
Life coming up on the left-hand side for Sonik. He's trying to go onto 2 base somehow, some way. Same can be said about Sheik. He's trying to... He actually has that gold mine going right now. I don't think he can defend it.
Sonic is killing the
A
acolytes
player's
at the
forces
expansion
are
now, so
under
that's good.
attack.
Yep.
Shutting down that extra mining. And the main is mined out, of course, already. Oh my god. Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze on level 7 pound. It doesn't do much at all.
There's a meat wagon here now, by the way, with Disease Cloud. And this against Dryads is very lethal, very dangerous, because the poison or the sickness is going to tick. And since Dryads have one of the lowest health pools of any units, really, in the Night Elf arsenal, they're really going to feel the pain. Oh, expansion going down top left.
He's killing the Tree of Life again. Oh my god. This looks like checkmate.
A town is under siege.
I'm afraid.
He's not
I
even-
agree.
Player's forces
Oh, he's only using one guy. He didn't even use his heal scroll. I thought he might have... Like, he would have need to use the heal scroll there, but he's still safe there. He's killing the Tree of Life again. He's just going straight back in. Probably Sonic didn't... Oh, what happened down there at the marker? I didn't see that.
The Mercam? No, I also didn't see what was going on. I was paying attention to the Gargs. That's the thing too. Like, not only are these games challenging for the players because you
Town
have
is
to
under
watch so
siege.
many different regions on the map and what's going on, but also for casters and
forces are
observers,
under
this is
attack.
a nightmare to follow.
It's quite a heavy multitasking game. Everything that Sheik is involved in was like heavy multitasking.
Indeed, indeed.
I just noticed another thing, like on the very top left corner of the map, the waves are now the fog of war. Like it was just black. It looked like kind of a, how you call that thing in the ocean, like a whirl, you know, like where the
Like a
Where the water gets
whirlwind.
sucked in or
No, not a whirlwind, but Strudel, I guess in German you would call it.
strudel, exactly. Oh, ultimate of Panda again. And we got the meat wagon joining the party. We can kill all these guys.
Here we go. It's just right click on the Tree of Life and maybe then take care of some other units.
Yeah.
Oh, Storm is down. Okay.
Just kill all these dryas easily.
Yep. Meat wagon is down. Okay, level 5 for Sonic now in the Pandaren.
It looks so cute, the one with the fire one, the way he walks.
Yeah. Got really tiny legs.
Yeah. He's just going and kills some more moon bells. Oh, I have a lag.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
I mean, I think Sonic mentally has given up in this game because he can't fight on 2 fronts anymore. The only thing he can take care of is one thing at a time, either gargoyles or enemy heroes. But he can't do it both anymore. Dude, this Panda, by the way.
He's fine.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
He's still got the TP. But man, I can just like, I'm kind of happy that the Undead is winning. After so many people telling me it's gonna be a night of winning for sure.
Little did they know.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Sheik play against humans, to be honest.
Yeah, we did not see much human action, right?
Did we actually observe a single human today?
A town
No,
is
because
under
we
siege.
decided not to let it run in peril with the other guy.
Yes.
I think it was the right call.
Oh, we saw Take though. Take a very first game.
Ah, yeah, true. We saw Take. Yeah, we saw all races. Right. Oh yeah, we would sit here until like 1 or 2 a.m. if we would have. Played.
Oh yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not even sit back. The Panda. Can love late with
Yep.
his kills.
A town is under siege.
Oh my god! And now all the brides will die. Sonic.
I mean, to be honest though, Sonic and Sheik, they're also not making things easier for us because they're both the embodiment of stubbornness, you know? They both refuse to leave the game.
Yeah.
Level 8 Pandaren, I don't have a mining base anymore, really? Let's just stay in the game and fight. And while this is very admirable, a very admirable trait to have, I think it's likely to say that other players, they would have given up a long time ago, you know?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That orb is putting it quite some damage actually here on the level 8 Panda.
Oh yeah. This guy is on a whole different planet right now. Like, he is the unchallenged king of Last Refuge here.
Yeah, of the world he lives in.
Yeah.
So Sheik.
Yeah, I think it's going to point, by the way, that the Pandaren can only crit uprooted buildings.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. So, interestingly, these two statues, they're just standing in his main the whole game with full mana. Did you notice that?
Forces are under attack.
I think they're basically the dedicated heal squad when the Pandaren teleports home, you know? One on mana, one on health, and then you just let that run for a couple of seconds, and then he's back to go.
By the way, this game is, I think, a bit closer than we think it is, because Sheik has, like, 34. Sonic only has 15, but he has 2 level 5 heroes now. And he just got a mining base in a second. So if you can somehow kill these acolytes, somehow, I don't know how, and then turn on his expansion, I'm not sure if he could come back.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the gargoyles. Does he? Oh, okay, they're all in stone form next to the laboratory here. Okay, that's still a pretty sizable gargoyle squad to come in with sneak attacks and stuff. So I think these units alone are gonna make all the difference.
Yeah. So he's gonna go down with the with 1 Dryad and 1 skeleton. He's gonna be greeted by 3 ghouls.
Yeah.
He needs good micro now.
Sheik, look at Sheik's Brewmaster. He's got an Invul Potion, Tele Staff, so these can be used together quite well. Here we go. Oh! Pandaren Pelts activated. 3 little Pandarens to wreak havoc doom onto another Night Elf tree.
And that's why Sonic is killing the ghouls and the acolytes now. But if he's gonna lose his tree, we're gonna be both will have no mining bases anymore. Oh my god, that's a weird game.
Yeah, and look at Sheik even using Zeppelin and Shredder to attack the Ancient of Wind in the top right, whereas the guards are attacking the lone Moonwell in the middle. Like, what is happening? 3-man surround with those 3 Pandaren Pelts on the yellow Brewmaster. He's down at the Madman. What's the duration like? Is the duration gonna be long enough? No, I don't think so. He forces out the Telestep though. Oh, crit!
Oh, that must be it.
Sheik, only one Kung Fu Panda reigns supreme today.
That was last second.
The town is under siege.
I don't think I can come back from that anymore.
No. This is where it's time to drop the double G's, in my opinion.
But what's up with these 2 statues?
A player's forces are under attack.
Standing there.
Basically, they are the hometown massage squad. Healing massage, massage.
Oh, Sonic, he still has his Dark Ranger, but what can she do now with 1 Dryad? Oh, he can't even kill a Shredder.
I mean, even if Sonic were to reach level 6 with a Dark Ranger somehow, it would basically do nothing. Level 9. Oh my god. Oh my, this guy is crazy.
That's kind
doesn't
of
care
nice
about
ending.
buildings, doesn't care about any heroes. He just does what a panda likes to do, and that is whacking people with his big staff. One more crit, maybe. High crit. He's also faster than Dark Ranger. He doesn't have boots.
GG! He's saying GG! Oh, that's so nice of Sonic, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That was a fun ending. Fun ending to the cup.
I can do that.
Woo!
Work.
Guys, we made it to the very end. Nobody fell asleep.
Nobody fell asleep. You guys have been quite the opposite, actually. You guys have been an amazing audience. Really liked all the inputs, the feedbacks, the cheering, you know. I loved it.
Yeah. Wow, that was a fun cup, I have to say. It's actually exceeding my expectations a little bit. Hey Smurf, thanks for your 100 bits. Congrats to the winner. Porsche win. Hope we'll see a new cup soon. Maybe a special one. Yeah, I think the next one will also be like a special one. I'm not gonna do standard cups for sure. We have enough of these. It's gonna be my niche, having these fun cups with some weird stuff going on.